guys, welcome back to another video. So today, I am going to be reading the Strength Between Us series, the first book of it. And I'll be reading 5 chapters, but that'll be 6 parts because one part is a bunch of notes about the characters and author's notes, just so y'all know. Now, let's get on with the description of the story. So this story is a story about Auntie getting with my male OC named Jacob. The first 3 chapters are flashbacks, by the way. Auntie's flashbacks. I'm gonna try to update. That was a long time ago, but I already got rid of that. So, any of the art that is actually in here belongs to Cartoon Junkie. Like the cover picture for this is owned by him, and some of the other arts as well in here. And there are warnings, which there is smut, gore, abuse, and swear words. There's also a lake picture, but I do not know who made it, but whoever did, did a great job. And now let's continue reading. Let's start with reading. Let's start the reading. First off is character descriptions. Okay, first off we have Auntie. Auntie is, let me just go ahead and say in the perspective that it is used in. People think of me as a mean killer and a few other things, but really I'm nothing like they say I am. I'm nice, shy, loving, caring, and sometimes a bitch, but that's okay. My friends don't care that I'm a bitch at times. I'm part of a gang with Dark and 16 other people. I'm also bisexual. My right eye is green and my left is blue. I'm 6'6", and my hair is dark green. I can also change into a wolf. The funny thing is that when I'm a wolf, I'm smaller than Jacob. And now it's dark. I'm nice and caring like Mark, but I do like killing people. Just not all the time. Me and Auntie are a part of a gang. There's 18 members in it. And yes, we are all evil in some way. Gay Mark knows this. He is straight, so yeah, it's weird in our house. I'm 6'6" and I have dark black hair like Dex. Dex is a character you'll get to hear about in just a moment. Shortly after a couple other characters have been, named. Jacob. My mother was a very noble woman. This is also stated, I've also used this background before of him and gone more into a prologue of him in a different story, but we'll get to that story later on. She cared for people and animals no matter how small. Her name was Lady Irene, also known as Lady Christie, and she was pure human. Now, this Lady Christie part, that's something that I came up with just because I didn't want to seem like she was the same person as a YouTuber named Aphmau made, but it's whatever. Hope Aphmau or Jessica does not mind me using her Irene character here and there, just for the mother of 2 of my characters technically. But continuing on, let's go. She was a part of this group called the Divine Warriors. There were around 7 people in this group. Each one had a different power. The Shadow Lord was one of the 7. The only thing was that he was not human. He was a demon from hell. He now has at least 1.2 million soldiers. These soldiers are called Shadow Knights. A war occurred around 300 years ago, back in 1702. I need to change that, but 1702. Both Lady Christie and Shad loved each other, but they could not be together because Lady Christie was good and Shad was evil. They also both lived in different realms. Lady Christie lived in Earth realm, this version of Earth, and Shad lived in Hell. There's a space between the 2 realms, and because Lady Christie and Shad loved each other so much, that in that space, a child was born. The child is me, Jacob. I am part demon, werewolf, fairy, phoenix, human, and neko. My right cat ear is blue, and my left one is purple. My tail is a werewolf tail, and it's black with red, blue, green, and purple polka dots on it. I normally wear a blue tank top, strapless, a pair of really short shorts, black, a pair of purple sneakers, and a shock bracelet. The reason for the shock bracelet is because I use it for a lot of things, and because it shocks me before I kill someone. It's on my right wrist. I also have shoulder-length Arctic blue hair. My right eye is an Arctic blue, and my left one, which is covered by my hair, is a crimson red. Also, I am pansexual and I was born with both parts. I also have a twin sister, but I haven't seen her in a long time. I got pushed in hell and met my dad. My dad didn't like me, nor did he want me because of what I was sexuality-wise. He physically abused me and still does, but I can't feel physical pain, so it didn't hurt. I went to see my mom when I was 2. My mom was going to pass away, so I told my mom my dad was mean. My mom passed, and I went back to hell, to where my dad lived. He kept abusing me, but I still loved him. A few months later, before I turned 3, I found a dead kitten. Off this note, it's a black kitten. I had added some magic and a bit of my DNA. I had to mutate the DNA a little bit into it, and it became living again. Its black fur had purple, red, blue, and green spots appear on it. I named it Ishmael, which Ishmael is an African name. Alright, next character. Mark, as in Markiplier. Anyway, you already know who I am, so no description is needed. I live in LA, California with Dark. He normally doesn't show up around the house because we're keeping it a secret that him and Auntie are real. And then Sean or Jack. Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye. There you go. I had to do it, but that's not what it says. Top of the morning to you, laddies. You guys know who I am. I am hoping that you do, that is. Anyways, I live in my and Auntie's apartment in Brighton, Ireland. Auntie is normally in his room, staying away from people to stay safe. He is bisexual and I'm straight. Weird, huh? Dex. I am a kind person at heart, but if you hurt someone I care about, you're gonna die. I'm pansexual and I live with my alter, Bob Moiskerm, on YouTube, and his girl, Mandy. We keep it a secret like Mark, Sean, Dark, and Auntie and other demons like us. I have blue and purple eyes with dark black hair. I'm 4 feet. I'm really skinny and strong. And then Mindy, she has come into play in a few of my other stories, but we'll get into that later. So it's Mindy's little description now. I'm a girl you don't want to mess with. I lost the boy of my dreams at 13 because of this new kid. I seek vengeance on this kid. Name I don't remember, but he's the prince of our kingdom, so that's nice. I guess. He's going to die one day. I have red hair, dark black eyes, light skin. I'm also strong and very smart. I'm 3 feet tall. I know, I'm tiny. Next character, Mort. Hey, I've known about you guys for years. You may not know me, but I know you guys. I'm Mort. I can see into the future and read minds. I'm gay and have the hots for someone of the gang I'm in. You shall not know until it happens. I have purple eyes, green hair with red tips, and I am chunky and I'm 5'2". I'm the demon of the person named Mitch in Pentatonics, an a cappella band. I secretly am a vampire and Neko. I'm the youngest in my family. Now, very quickly, Pentatonics is a band that I've listened to multiple times and I love them. They're a great band. Mitch is the boy who can actually sing up to soprano pitches. In the group, he's one of the shorter ones and he can sing up to soprano in that group. And I wanted to say that Mort is basically his alter, and I'll get into that, showing off that a little bit more in the future of the story. So, next character, Shane. Hey fuckers, I'm Shane. Auntie's older brother. We don't get along very often, but that's okay. I live in the Kingdom of Light, aka Shad's Kingdom. The light shadows, by the way, not light. It's Kingdom of Light shadows. But we'll continue on. I'm 5'10", I have jet black hair, green eyes, I'm skinny, and I'm older than Auntie by 3 years. I'm also nice at times, but I can be a huge jerk most of the time. Sean. Hi, I'm Sean. Wade's also known as Lord Minion 777 on YouTube, Demon. I live with him and his wife Molly. I'm gay and I like Dex. He's a really chill dude and such a hunk too. I mean, he's only 4 feet, but still, he's good looking. Like, really good. Alex. Alex is the best friend, is one of the best friends of Jacob's, and he's also the prince of the kingdom that's called Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows Kingdom. But now I'm going to continue on with reading his description. I'm the prince of the kingdom of Dark, aka Dark Shadows Kingdom. I'm part Dark Shadow and Vampire, which is a demon which is basically the darker shadows of the demons. Because there's 2 different shadow species, and I'll get into that in a moment. My last name is Warstash. Yeah, Wilfred is my uncle. I'm 7'6". My hair and eyes are gray. I have wings, and they are black and shadowy like. I like dominance. Normally I do anything to anyone on top. Normally if I do anything to anyone, I'm top. I'm pansexual and I'm part of Jacob's gang of misfits. I also like someone in the gang, but I'm not saying who he is. Lucius Pewds, also known as PewDiePie. So, I would state that very quickly before I get into his description. Hey, I'm the demon of the famous PewDiePie. I live in the shadows of his house. I have yet to tell him that I'm real. Kinda scared too. I'm 5'4". I have purple eyes and red hair. My skin is a light color. I'm a part of Jacob's gang and I'm gay. I like Mad Cry, also known as Maddie. He's really cute. And then there's a girl named Sigourney, which is not me, but her name is Sigourney with an E at the end. Different from what my name is. Alright, continuing on. Hey, I'm Sig. I'm an angel, werewolf, and a witch. I'm trying to make sure I stay hidden, but it's hard when I get nervous easily. I live in Brighton, Ireland. I'm 26. I'm 5'1", with black hair that's blue on the bottom half. The blue changes color depending on my mood. My eyes are dark brown, but when I have my wings, ears, and tail out, they have blue sparkles in them. I'm nice and sweet. Deacon, also known as Demon Ken, but a lot of people just call him Deacon. That's why I call him so. Hey, I'm Deacon. Ken Cinnamon Toast Ken. Demon. That's who he is, the demon of. I'm a part of Jacob's gang and I'm straight. I'm 4'2". I have black eyes with red lines down the middle. My hair is black with red tips. I live in hell. I'm too lazy to leave. Okay, Mad Crab, listen. I'm not going to talk much. I'm evil as hell and I like killing. I'm 5'2", and that's all you shall know about me. Next character, Blue. Hello, I'm Blue. I have a demon side, but you'll meet him later. My hair and eyes are blue, and I am 6'1". I'm bisexual, and so is my demon side. Hello, people who are seeing this. That hello, people who are seeing this. That is someone else talking, but don't worry. You'll get to know who that is soon. Crystal. I'm the demon of the YouTuber Aphmau. I haven't told her about me. I'm wanting to, but she's rarely alone, so yeah. I'm 4 feet, like Aphmau. I have crystal blue hair and blood red eyes. My skin is a light shade of purple. I'm straight. Google. All humans must die. I hate the human race. I basically thought that was just a very easy summarization of Google. We all should know who Googlepleyer is by now, but if you don't, he's basically he's a Markiplier ego that is a Google IRL, and he hates all mankind for absolutely no reason. He just hates all mankind for no reason. But let's continue on. Nightmare. Hi, I'm Nightmare. I'm the demon side of the YouTuber Crank Gameplays, also known as Ethan. I am revealing myself to him soon. I'm gay, I like Mort, and I'm 6'2". My hair is green and red, my eyes are yellow, So, I'll give you a little thing. Nightmare here is my own OC. Most of the characters that I'm describing are actually my characters. Basically, like, almost everyone aside from Auntie, Jack, Dark, Google, Wilford, and there's also Mark. Like, there's like at least like almost 10 characters that are not mine. All the rest of the characters are mine. They're all mine, so I made them, so. But let's just continue. Slash. I'm the demon of Andy the Dragon Hat, which is another YouTuber. I'm 5'2", pansexual, and I'm dating Shane. My hair and eyes are purple with blue highlights, and my skin color is blue. I'm secretly a werewolf. The only person that knows is Shane. I'm the youngest in my family. Scream. Hi, I'm Scream. JP's, aka also known as JPW03, demon. I'm not that important yet, so I'll just tell you what I look like and my sexuality. I have fire-colored skin, my eyes are jet black, and I have a yellow key symbol in them. My hair is brown with red highlights. I'm 4'9", and I'm straight. Okay, so the character light that I'm adding to the story is actually my friend Austin's character. He's a demon like most of the characters, but he has been around hunters all his life, so he hunts demons, werewolves, and other things. But he doesn't hurt Jacob or anyone that knows Jacob. Little Mark and Dennis have their own story. Please read it after this one, and I will do so when I do end up getting to there. A sad yet wonderful day, which is known as Chapter 1. So, off this note, this is a flashback like the next two will be. This is when Auntie first meets Jacob. I also did a different version of this. It's still the same thing, but it's shown from Jacob's perspective of it. But I'll continue on with this. Auntie's point of view, October 31st of 1703. I was about to sit down in my English class when the speaker came on. Would Auntie McLaughlin please come to the office at once? I walked out of my class and went to the office. What did I do? Normally I'm the shy boy that doesn't talk. I thought as I walked into the office and see the principal with a boy that looks to be 1, which means that he'd be in preschool. Now, I'll tell you this very quickly. In hell, in my version of it, schooling goes a little bit different. So when you're 1 year old, you basically are able to go to school and be in preschool. When you're 5 years old, if you're a girl, you can leave your home if you want to. And basically, you're an adult then in hell. If you're 5 or 6 for boys. But if you're intersex, like if you're born intersex, and let's say you want to go with the, like, let's say you're defined as a girl. Okay, let's say you're defined as a girl when you're intersex. Well, you go with the girls. Or if you're defined as a boy, if you still have your woman parts, you can leave your home at the same age that the girls do, which is 5. Thought I would state that very quickly before I continued. Alright, let's continue. Auntie, I want you to walk this boy around the school today. Let him be in your classes until we find a preschool class that has an open spot for him. He's very shy and nice, and he's also the prince of our kingdom, so please, be nice and don't scare him, the principal said. I nodded, looking at him. The boy turned to face me, and and I was frozen by his beauty. He had a crimson red eye. When Jacob's in his demon form, just a note, his skin is purple and his left eye is showing. His right eye is covered now. And also his voice is going to be deeper. So you're going to hear it. Or not really hear it. You're going to know that it's going to be deeper. I cannot make my voice that deep though. Okay, well let's just continue on. Shoulder-length arctic blue hair, a set of his hair covered over his right eye. Man, he's really good looking. I mean, I may be 13 right now, but damn. I thought. He also had a blue cat ear as well as a purple one. He has a black tail with red, blue, green, and purple polka dots. He was smiling at me. Man, that was cute. His skin was a lovely shade of purple, and he had a shock bracelet on his right wrist. He really was up. Sir? You okay? My thoughts were interrupted by his voice. It was so deep and soothing, I shook my head to get back into reality. Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry about staring at you. By the way, the name's Antisepticeye, but everyone calls me Auntie. I held my hand out for him to shake. He hesitated for a moment, then shook it. Okay, my name's Jacob, but I'm really shy about my looks, so don't stare too long or you might scare me. He said, smiling and winking while letting go of my hand. Okay, let's get going. I'll walk you around the school first. Stay close, I don't want you to get hurt, okay? I said, looking down at him. He nodded, held my hand, and we walked back to the We walked out of the office. There we go. Can I fucking speak properly? I showed him where the preschool rooms were. Then I showed him the lunchroom. Afterwards, I walked with him to my English class. Time skip to lunch, brought to you by none other than my cat, Bartholomew. I actually do own a cat named Bartholomew. He's an indoor and outdoor cat. He's silly. It was now lunchtime, and I think he's used to me. I hope someday he's my boyfriend, but you never know. We walked into the cafeteria. Auntie, get your ass over here with the rest of the gang, Dark shouted, which made Jacob jump and hide behind me. I patted his head. Don't worry, Dark is nice. All of my friends are. They won't hurt you, I said softly. His ears perked up when I said Dark's name. I wonder why they did. I picked him up and carried him to where Dark and 4 of our friends were. Dark looked at Jacob and I. Is this the new kid I heard about? He said. I nodded and put Jacob down. He instantly grabbed tightly onto my pant leg. He's very shy, but I'll introduce you guys to him. Jacob, this is Dark, Dex, Sean, Deacon, Madcry, and last but not least, Mort. Jacob waved nervously at them. I can't seem to see into his future. That's odd. Normally I can see everyone's future. He was instantly stopped by Dark. Shut it, Mort. Jacob looked up at me. I can see the future too. That's why he can't see mine. Or read my mind. I'm also protected by a magic field to keep people from creeping on my thoughts, he said in a quiet voice. Dark noticed how deep Jacob's voice was. Wow, for a young man like yourself, you sure got a deep voice. Like, really deep, but that's cool, he said with a gentle smile. Jacob smiled a bit. It was so cute. Then the smile faded away when she walked up to me. Auntie, babe, what are you doing holding someone's hand that isn't mine? I'm holding his hand because I'm his guide for the time, and he's really young, so I don't think it'd be nice for him to walk by himself, my dear Mindy, I said, turning to face her. Mindy scoffed, then walked away mumbling, we're over. I didn't mind, though. She was a bitch anyway. She was a bitch after all. Jacob looked scared. I patted his head right behind his ear, and he purred. Don't worry about her. She's a bitch anyway. I'm glad she's out of my life. I get to enjoy better things. I smiled at him, and his cheeks turned a little pink. It was cute. After school, walk home. I was walking home when I saw him. He was with the king, Shad, and it seemed like he was getting yelled at. Wait, is he crying? Oh, no. I can't let this happen. I walked up to them, got down on my knees, and hugged Jacob. He hugs back, crying into my shoulder. Why are you hugging that mistake of a son? Shad said angrily. I looked up at him. I'm Auntie. I'm the one that helped Jacob at his new school today. I'll be helping him every day until there's a free place in one of the preschool rooms. Said my mistake here doesn't need help. He can do things on his own. Jacob, I'm going home. Have fun walking home alone. Oh, and when you get home, you better expect a beating, Shad said, growling at Jacob. Then just like that, he walked away, leaving me and Jacob there. Today was Tuesday. Does he deal with this guy every day? Man, I really wish I could do something about it. After a while, Jacob fell asleep in my arms. I picked him up and carried him to my house. I walked in, my older brother Shane saw me. Great, just great. Who's this, Auntie, and why is he asleep in your arms? He asked, looking at Jacob. I looked at him. This is Jacob. He's the king's son, and he passed out on the way home, so I brought him here. Now I'm going to take him to my room to rest. I said quickly, running up to my room. I closed and locked the door. I walked over to my bed and placed Jacob on it. He was so cute. I don't want him to be hurt. Ever. Alright. Chapter 2. The Day I Knew I Loved You. It has now been 40 years later in Hell, but 2 years in Earthrealm. Demons follow the same years as humans do. Like, mainly their human counterparts, so they follow the same years there. And also, a trigger warning, this chapter has basically rape in it, so just thought I would give a little warning there. If you guys do not like that, then let me just say this. By the time I get done reading this, it'll probably be, I'm gonna say 34 minutes. Just a roundabout. Just gonna be saying around about 34. But I'll just say when I get to it. Okay? I guess. I don't know. Auntie's Point of View. December 8th, 1705. I was in class when Mort tapped me on my shoulder. I turned and looked at him. What's up, Mort? Did you need something? I asked, confused. Just be careful tonight, okay? I feel like something bad is going to happen, but I can't see it. I only know something bad will happen tonight, so be careful. He said, looking a bit worried. Okay, a bit was not the right term. He was really worried. I nodded and looked back at the teacher. Time skipped to lunch. The one time I get to see Jacob at school since he's in the 3rd grade. He's 3 years old now, and I'm in 9th grade, 15 years old. I sat down next to him and the rest of our group, but today Dex wasn't here, which was odd. Dark was making jokes, which made me laugh a lot. I looked at Jacob. Your glitchy laughter is adorable, Auntie. He said shyly. I blushed and noticed he was blushing too, which was cute. Dark noticed that we were blushing. So why is the glitch bug and Jakey Shortcake, not Auntie, Jakey Shortcake blushing? He said teasingly. Every one of our group looked at us. I said Auntie's glitchy laughter was adorable. Jacob said shyly. Aww, is what everyone said. I couldn't help but smile. Everyone was nice to him. We all treated him like he was a normal person, not someone of higher power than us. Time skipped to midnight at Auntie's house. There's a 3rd point of view now, but it's only like kind of like 2 sentences. But let's continue. Auntie and Jacob were asleep in his bed. Some guy broke in, stripped Jacob, chained him down, then chained Auntie down to where he was forced to watch. This next part involves rape, so you have been warned. If you do not like that stuff, then skip to the second to last paragraph. But that is if you guys are reading it. And basically, the second to last paragraph, by the time I get there, right now it's at 29. It's about to be 30 minutes, so I'm going to say at least 32. 32 or 34. That's just a roundabout. Auntie's Point of View. I woke up and see a man hovering over Jacob. I tried to squirm and get over to him to save him, but I couldn't. Slowly, Jacob and I were both chained down. The man rubbed Jacob's cheek with his hand. We were going to have some fun, and he's going to watch it all happen. He said with a smirk. I noticed that Jacob's legs were apart, and the guy above him was naked. So was Jacob. I knew what was going to happen. Don't you dare fucking hurt him, I screamed. The man chuckled and rammed into Jacob. Jacob screamed in pain. All I could do was scream and try to break free. The man seemed to be enjoying this. Jacob just growled and screamed until the man came in him. Then the man put his clothes on and teleported away. I had to watch my crush and best friend get raped. I couldn't do a damn thing about it. Mine and Jacob's chains disappeared. Then he got up from my bed and stood in front of it crying. I got up, walked over to him, turned to face me and hugged him. He cried into my chest. This is my fault. I should have stayed awake, and this wouldn't have happened. I'm sorry, Jacob. I think right now is the right time for me to say this and do this, I said, gently petting his head. I lifted his head to where he faced me, leaned in and kissed him passionately on the lips. I was so nervous to do this, but I did anyway, because in truth, I love him. I know that this isn't the time for me to do this, but in my heart, it felt right. After a minute or two, I pulled away and pulled out a promise ring I'd been saving for him. Jacob, I promise you that I'll always protect you. I'll never let anyone hurt you again. I'll also keep what happened tonight a secret from everyone else. I won't tell anyone without your permission, I said, looking him in the eyes. I rested my head on his. I love you, Jacob, forever and always, I whispered, crying while I was looking into Jacob's eyes. You love me? He said in disbelief. I understand why he doesn't believe that I love him. I nodded. I mean every word of my promise, and I mean it. I love you. I leaned closer to him and kissed him again. I felt him kiss back. I opened my eyes to see his smile, and I could feel his happiness in the kiss. I closed my eyes again and held Jacob in my arms. It was a magical kiss for the both of us, and I'll never forget it, or him. I put the ring on his right ring finger. Because, see, this is a promise ring. Now, the promise ring is basically a silver ring with a green and blue gemstone on it. The two gemstones is sapphires. They're both sapphires. Basically,